What is a bad faith claim? Keep watching. Attorneys Jill Harper and Ron Netemeyer are partners of the Harper, Evans, Wade, and Netemeyer firm in Columbia, Missouri. Both Jill and Ron have received recognition as one of the top 5 largest reported plaintiffs' verdicts in Missouri because of a $45 million judgment awarded to their client in 2017. Attorney Ron Netemeyer graduated from the University of Missouri, Columbia, and received his BS in 1995 and later obtained his JD from the University of Missouri Law School. Ron Netemeyer handles wrongful death cases as well as serious injury cases in a variety of areas. Ron is a member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum and has had many cases featured in Missouri Weekly, including top 20 settlements for the state of Missouri. Attorney Jill Harper graduated from the University of Missouri Columbia and received her BS in 2009 and later obtained her JD from the University of Missouri School of Law. Jill Harper focuses her practice on securing compensation for people who have been injured through no fault of their own. In 2019, Jill was selected by Vox magazine as one of the top 5 most powerful women in Columbia. Both partners deliver outstanding results for their clients through their devotion to quality communication, care, and experience. Now, meet attorneys Jill Harper and Ron Netemeyer. You may have heard about a bad faith claim with regard to plaintiff cases. So to help us understand what that is today, I've invited Jill Harper and Ron Netemeyer from Columbia, Missouri to join us. And they're both very experienced plaintiff lawyers in Missouri and beyond. Jill, Ron, thanks for joining us.
Morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to help people understand what is a bad faith claim. I actually am not sure about that. Can you help us?
Sure, I'll take the lead on this one. So insureds pay insurance companies premiums to protect them from liability. And so as part of that contractual relationship, the insurance company is required to investigate any claims that are made against you, provide a defense for you, hire a defense attorney, and indemnify you from any judgments that are made against you. So they have a lot of duties and obligations as part of that contractual relationship once you pay your premium. So sometimes we make claims against defendants that they've caused an auto accident or had a defective product or something along those lines. And occasionally, the insurance company doesn't fulfill their duties and obligations. They fail to set up the claim. They fail to provide a lawyer. They just leave their insured out to dry and say, we think there's an exclusion. We're not going to provide coverage for you. And so in those instances, we can essentially team up with the defendant. We sometimes provide them with counsel or direct them to a lawyer who knows how to handle a bad faith case.
Interesting.
And in Missouri, there's a statute called 537.065. And under Missouri law, it allows you to enter into this relationship with a defendant. And essentially what you do is have a trial. It can be a bench trial or a jury trial, whatever. Normally it's a bench trial. And get a judgment against the defendant. But in the 537.065 agreement, we agree as the plaintiffs not to go after their personal assets. Okay. Then once the judgment is entered, and usually they're high, right? Because the defendant isn't really putting up much of a defense. They're kind of consenting to it. Then they turn around and they file an action against their insurance company, a garnishment action, saying you have to pay the whole amount of this judgment because you failed to defend and protect me. So, we've had cases where a product failed, the insurance company wouldn't even set up a claim. There was only $1 million there on the policy. It was a young kid. He's a quadriplegic now. We would have been limited to $1 million had they, done the right thing and offered settlement. We got a $45 million judgment against them plus interest. And I'm happy to say we've collected almost every dollar of it.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So this is really interesting. I didn't realize that you can help not just the plaintiff, but you're really helping the defendant, I guess, in these cases.
Correct.
And I think we're helping everybody. If the insurance company would just do what they were paid to do,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be in these situations. And so we exceed the policy limit many times over.
Wow.
The consequence of that is hopefully that insurance companies start doing the right thing and honoring their obligations under the insurance agreement. So it helps our client, it helps the other party, and hopefully it helps everybody in that you pay money for something you're required by law to have. Let's have these companies do the right thing by their customers.
Wow. So that was, they lost that one, huh? Was it going to be a max of $1 million and ended up being 45?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm guessing you taught them a good lesson on that case. So hopefully that insurance company thinks twice before denying coverage again.
I hope so.
They've actually, every state handled it a little bit differently. The statute of Missouri changed. We had a boating case that was very similar to that. Several people injured. A boat is traveling on the Lake of the Ozarks. If you've seen Ozark, the show, I think everybody knows about Lake of the Ozarks now. Tragic event, a boat strikes another boat. Multiple people are injured. Insurance company, in that case it was State Farm, could have easily settled it and provided the policy limits and done it procedurally the right way, but they wanted to take the easy way out. And so ultimately on that case, again, exceeded the policy limits by millions and millions of dollars. And really it's just asking the insurance company to do one thing. You have an insurance agreement, you collect premiums for it. And when it's your time to pay out, if something bad happens, unfortunately, just do what it requires you to do. And so hopefully those changes will come.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's frustrating because people think they have this relationship with their insurance carrier and they think they can trust them and count on them to protect them if something bad happens. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, that's what they're there for.
Right.
And it's really frustrating when something happens and people feel that they have a safety net and then it just drops out from underneath them.
Right. Absolutely.
I think a lot of times people have long working relationships with their agents and they feel personally connected and close to their agent. Their agent has nothing to do with the claims process or the coverage process. And so, I think people intermix those wrongly, and because your agent might treat you right, but claims department certainly usually is not going to.
Yeah. Just incredible. So that's when they put corporate profits over people, including their agents, because that stresses the agents out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And makes
My
it
dad is an insurance agent, and he loses clients all the time because the insurance company didn't pay the claim. Then people get mad, and then he loses friends, customers, business. It's very frustrating for everyone.
Yikes. Well, hey, thank you for helping me and our viewers understand a bad faith claim. I learned something new. I love what I do because I get to learn new things all the time. So if someone watching this had a question about maybe their case or just wanted to speak with you about that, how would they get in touch with you?
You can call our office. We have several assistants that answer all of our calls. So you're going to get through to us. Our phone number is 573-442-1660. Or you can email me directly, jharper@lawmissouri.com.
Great. And if someone called you, do you charge an hourly fee to talk to them?
Nope. Consultations are free, always.
In fact, we never charge a fee at all unless we're successful in recovering for our clients.
Great. Fantastic. Well, thank you for the work that you do in Missouri and beyond to help people. I know what you do is help people all day long, many people who've had the worst day of their life recently. So we appreciate what you and other plaintiffs, lawyers around the country do to make our country a safer, a better, and a more just place. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.